Good day, ladies and gentlemen, once again. So we're back at it today, and the top watch on my market scan today was WBA Walgreens. So they had a nice earnings beat. They gapped up into this area right here, and as soon as I saw that, I was very interested. So if we are getting our big picture context right here, we're saying, oh, look at this top over here, and here is my supply zone. So to draw my supply zone, I take the bottom of the body to the top of the wick and extend that over. This is the area of interest that I'm looking at. Right, we have all-time highs up here at 57. So as soon as I saw that, I was very interested in this ticker, as well as what got me interested in is this channel, right? This upward channel that we're in for the past 2 weeks or a little more. And we've been going straight up for 2 weeks prior to earnings. And I said, we got good earnings. That means we'll probably see some good volume today. We're gapping up, tricking retail into a potential long here. And I really like this for a fade short. When I saw that, that was my context. Saying, okay, if we get in this level, we see a rejection, I'm very interested in fading this short. And that's exactly what we did. So let's hammer this down to a smaller time frame here. And we got, take a look at 2 minute. So here we have pre-market for here in this different color. So this is the supply zone that we're looking at. Yeah, so we gap up into it once 8 o'clock hits, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock hits. Right in here, we start to see a little bit of sellers jump in, and they hammer this thing not on significant volume, but they hammer this thing from 56.20s all the way down to $54. Right, so this is a $2 drop, and that had me saying, okay, there's people interested in getting shares out at these price points. We've been in a 2 week channel straight up basically, and we are gapping up into supply near all-time highs. I think we can fade this. Okay, so if we get down in this 2 minute chart here, you can see that right off the open, we get a nice move down here. Strong aggressive move on 2 minute. The highest volume of the day. So we're talking about 500,000 volume on this, which for this ticker is a decent amount of volume. Okay, we base out at the 54, 5240s range, come back over, and this is where I took my second trade. So I took my first trade, I'll show you my executions after here, but my first trade I did play this aggressively on the drop here pre-market. I was very interested when I saw this volume come in and heavy sell volume. I got short. We'll take a look at the executions through here, and then I partialed out down through here. I actually did try to add right here once again for another leg down off this aggressive move. It didn't happen. I ended up getting stopped out somewhere in this area, and when we came back to this point, I was extremely interested as well. So this is a trap zone trade, which I find daily, and I really enjoy taking these trades. So I'm biased short, and especially after this sell-off, my daily analysis is showing me that yes, this has potential for a short, um, and we rallied up into here, and this orange line right here is yesterday's low. Right, so we get over yesterday's low as well as over the highs of this consolidation range that we're in right here. So when we break over this consolidation range here, I say, okay, this is a potential trap zone area. We just peek over yesterday's lows. We put in nearly an inside bar here on the 2 minute. We break below it, and then we put in this really nice inside inverse hammer on the 2 minute. And I took this trade. I got in here with the stop over just over this high, and then I added on the break of this inside bar on the 2 minute, and I took it down to right here for a really nice gain. And I did have most of my shares taken off here. I had 25% left to get down to $52. I expected that if this area under here wanted to be bought up, like a trap zone trade to the long side, then it would at least give me a little bit more downside and maybe want to test 52.25 or $52. However, as soon as it broke below low day, this price point, which is about 52.40, this only went a couple cents lower. I had an order sitting at 52.30, 52.02 to get filled, and I missed those, and I ended up getting out fully right under $53. My stop was still up at an average of 53.31. However, this right here showed me that maybe that was a low day and we might not see any more downside. I want to see continuation. I didn't want to see an instant reversal off of this. This shows me that buyers were present. They were looking at that price point, and therefore we rallied up. And I said, okay, I'm going to cut it here and take the profits that I had. So overall, I profited 7.5 R off these two trades. And now we can get into the executions here on this trade. All right, here. So this is DOS Trader Pro. Like I said, I trade on the 2-minute usually, especially on the open. I never look at the 1 minute anymore. And this is the action that we had pre-market, right? So this is our supply zone up at the top. We see our sellers stepping in. They like those prices to sell at. There's no buyers stepping up to take it. So right here, I entered my first trade right under $54. So we get a little rip to the upside. My initial stop was over 54.40. I took my first entry right at the break of 54, and then I added. So we have levels here. This is yesterday's low. We have a little demand zone sitting in here as well, and we powered right through it. I added, I believe, 50% my total position. So I have 150% of risk on this. Get a really nice flush down to 52.50s, right? So I took 25, 10, and down here I definitely took a 50% off. Then you see here I added back in. So I added aggressively. We broke below 52.50, came back over it, and I wanted to see 52.75 be broke and rejected. So that's what we did. If we're looking at a smaller time frame here, we can see that 52.75 we came over, rejected, and I got short in another add, expecting another breakdown. We didn't get it, and then I added again here a 25%. So this is a 50% add, 25% add, and then up here we got over VWAP, got back over $53, and I took another add here, expecting that we could at least test low days again. So my average was getting pretty close here. Okay, my average was probably down to 53.25s or so. So I was actually in the red a bit here, but I was okay with it. I wanted to see how VWAP and $53 reacted next time we came into it. Lo and behold, we did get a nice drop. I was a little, I would say, greedy right here. I wanted 52.50s. I wanted this low day 52.40. So I had orders sitting right here. We didn't get it. So I started taking some off here, and then I did get out all right there as we came back through VWAP and over 53 again. Okay, this volume down here showed me that there was some buyers interested in this, so I cut it. You know, I took my 3.5R and called it good there, and then I was watching it again for this trap trade, which we talked about on the trading view chart. So we get back over yesterday's low, almost an inside bar, just peek over. We have no continuation volume. Our volume's still average, but we're not getting buyers stepping up here. It's actually sellers stepping in here. Any buyers are getting hit with sellers. So as soon as we break below this, 53.50, I'm short. I add below this nice inverse hammer. This is a 53.40s add. So I'm heavy in this again, and I start taking off. I wanted to take a partial yesterday at this price point here of 53.15. So I got 25% off there, and then a break below 53, I took another 25% off, and then I added again. Okay, we came back over 53, broke down, and I added more, and I started taking off here. I topped most of my shares off right here, expecting a little bit stronger move down. So we had 1, 2 tests here, 3 tests. You know, I was expecting maybe a little bit more movement to the downside, especially if sellers were interested in pushing this thing lower. However, buyers stepped in right away, and therefore, like I said, at 53, just under 53, I got out the last of my shares to lock in the last of my profits. So if you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, check us out on our Discord and website at lprtradinggroup.com, and we'd love to see you. Have a wonderful night, everybody.